Hello everyone, welcome to Homoeopathic. Myself, Dr. Naveen. Today we will discuss the concepts of homeopathic pharmacy, the important points for AIAPGET and other competitive exams. In AIAPGET, nearly 12 questions they will ask from homeopathic pharmacy. So, among homeopathic subjects, it is one of the scoring subject. So, let's see what are the important points present in homeopathic pharmacy. First is pharmacopoeia, homeopathic pharmacopoeia. The word pharmacopoeia, it is derived from Greek word. The word meaning is pharmakon, a drug. Poen means to make. So this is a Greek word. They can ask the origin of the word. For example, pharmacopoeia, it is originated or derived from Greek word. Next is definition of pharmacopoeia. It is a supreme authoritative book published by the authority of government of any country which deals with the scientific facts and logical attitude of the rules and regulation of standardization of the drug substance, containing directions for collecting the drug material from different sources for preparing, preserving, compounding and combining of various drugs. So this is the definition of pharmacopoeia. So there are different types of pharmacopoeia. First one is official pharmacopoeia. Official pharmacopoeia means it is published by the government or any authority of a government of a country. For example, German Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, that is GHP, British Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia, BHP, or Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of India, HPI. HPI, it is the official pharmacopoeia of India. The homeopathic pharmacopoeias was gradually made official throughout the world. Before they were private. After, when the government took authority of these pharmacopoeia, they made official. In 1938, the United States makes its official pharmacopoeia. In 1965 in France, in 1971 in India, in 1978 in Germany. So this is the official pharmacopoeia. Next one is unofficial pharmacopoeia. It is published by any person or pharmaceutical company other than the government. For example, M. Bhattacharya and Company Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia. This is published by pharmaceutical company. Encyclopedia Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia by P. N. Verma and Indu Ved. So these are the unofficial pharmacopoeia. Next, the question is, who is the father of homeopathic pharmacopoeia? The father of homeopathic pharmacopoeia is Dr. Carl W. Kaspari. Now we will discuss about the HPI, Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of India. It is published by Government of India under the authority of Ministry of Health. It compiled by Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia Committee, which is appointed by the central government. So under the chairmanship of Dr. B.K. Sarkar. So B.K. Sarkar was the first chairman and it was appointed in 1962. This question might be asked in AIAPGET and other competitive exam. So there we will see a monograph. So what is monograph? Monograph means the general plan of pharmacopoeia is to lay down the direction for selection and preparation of drugs that thoroughly adapted to the purpose of homeopathic prescribing. These directions and specification for each drugs are called monograph. So under pharmacopoeia there are monographs are present. So this is very important, Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of India. So there are total 10 volumes. They can ask the published year of each volume and the number of monographs published in each volume. For example, the first volume published in 1971, the number of monographs are 180. Second volume 1974, the number of monographs are 100. Third volume 1978, the number of monographs are 105. Fourth 1984, the number of monographs are 107. Fifth volume 1987, number of monographs are 114. Sixth volume 1990, number of monographs are 104. Seventh 1999, the number of monographs are 105. 8th volume 2000, the number of monograph 101. 9th volume 2006, the number of monographs are 100. 10th volume, it is a recent one which is published in 2013, the number of monographs are 101. So total 1117 monographs are present, and there are 10 volumes are present in the Homeopathic Pharmacopoeia of India. So this question is, they can ask in the multiple choice answer or in the match the following. The first Indian pharmacopoeia was Pharmaceutical Manual. It is published by Bhattacharya and Company in 1893. The first homeopathic pharmacopoeia is published by Dr. W. Kaspari of Leipzig. It is published in 1825. The name of that pharmacopoeia is Dispensatorium Homeopathicum. So this is the first homeopathic pharmacopoeia published by Dr. Kaspari of Leipzig in 1825. Next is sources of homeopathic pharmacy. So the student will get confusion among the sources of homeopathic pharmacy and the sources of homeopathic drugs. So we will see what are the sources of homeopathic pharmacy. The main sources of homeopathic pharmacy are Hahnemann's writing, especially the Mathematica Pura part 1 to part 4, Organon of Medicine 1st to 6th edition, Chronic Disease, Their Nature and Homeopathic Treatment, that is from part 1 to part 4, and some of the lesser writings of Hahnemann. So these are the sources of homeopathic pharmacy. So what are the sources of homeopathic drugs? The sources of homeopathic drugs are Vegetable Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Mineral Kingdom, Nosodes, Sarcodes, imponderabilia, synthetic source, Allersodes and isodes. So these are the sources of homeopathic drugs. Let's discuss about Nosodes. The word nosode, it is derived from the Greek word which means nosos. It is also called as a biotherapeutics. Nosodes are also called as biotherapeutics. The important point. So next is classification of nosodes. So there are two main classification of nosode. One is based on the appearance. For example, basic nosodes. Examples are Soranum, Tuberculinum, Bacillinum and Syphilinum. Exanthem. Examples are Morbillinum, Parotidinum, Vaccinum, Variolinum, Influenzinum and Diphtherinum. Next is isopathic nosodes. Examples are Streptococcinum, Staphylococcinum, Malaria officinalis and Pyrogenimum. Next is intestinal nosodes. Examples Proteus, Dysentrico and Morgan. Next is autogenous nosode. Nosodes which is prepared from the discharge or secretion from the pathological tissue or organs of a patient himself for the treatment of that very diseased state. Other types are lesser used. Example Ambrogracia, E. coli, Microfilaria and Histaminum. So this is one type of classification. Another type of classification is depending upon the nature of material used. So there are again divided into 4 categories. They are classified as a N1, N2, N3 and N4. N1, the nosodes prepared from lysates of microorganisms capable of producing bacterial endotoxins. So N1 means the nosode prepared from lysates of microorganisms capable of producing bacterial endotoxins. So N1 means endotoxin, N1 endo. The examples are Typhoidinum, Paratyphoidinum and E. coli. So these are the N1 nosode. Next is N2. N2 means nosodes prepared from microorganisms capable of producing exotoxins. So N2 means exotoxin. Nosodes prepared from the microorganisms capable of producing exotoxins. Examples are Diphtherinum. Next is N3. N3 means nosodes prepared from purified toxins. So N3 means nosodes prepared from purified toxins. N4. N4 means nosodes prepared from microorganisms, viruses, clinical materials from the human convalescence or diseased subject. So N4 means nosodes which are prepared from the microorganisms, virus or clinical material from the human convalescence or the diseased subject. Example Soranum, Syphilinum, Morbillinum, Influenzinum and Variolium. So this is the another type of classification of nosode. One question can be asked from this nosode. The next concept is sarcode. Sarcode, the word derived from Greek, which means fleshy or eidos, means form or resemblance. So sarcode word derived from the Greek word. Sarcode belongs to a branch of homeopathy called organotherapy, developed from France. Nosodes are called biotherapeutics. Sarcodes are called organotherapy, which is developed in the France. So where these sarcodes are prepared from? Sarcodes mainly prepared from healthy endocrine glands as a whole, healthy secretion from endocrine glands, normal secretions of animals, product or animal glands and tissues, healthy organs of the animals. So these are the sources from where sarcode is prepared. Next is imponderabilia. Imponderabilia means direct physical energy medicine, as these medicine utilize energy directly available from the natural and physical reaction. So these imponderabilia they absorb the energy directly from the natural and physical reaction. Examples for imponderabilia are first is natural source. Example, magnetis polio ambo, which means the energy is obtained from both the pole of the magnet. Next is magnetis polus arcticus. So from the north pole of the magnet energy is obtained. Magnetis polus australis. From the south pole of the magnet the energy is taken. Next is luna. Luna means from the light rays of the full moon. Next is sol. Sol means the energy from the sun rays. Next, the artificial sources. These are the natural sources. Next is artificial sources. Example are magnetis artificialis from the artificial magnet, X-ray from X-rays, radium bromide from radioactivity of the element, electricus from atmospheric and artificial electricity. So these are the natural and artificial sources of imponderabilia. Next is Allersodes. So what are Allersodes? Allersodes are the homeopathic attenuation of antigen, that is a substance which under suitable condition can stimulate the formation of antibodies. Antigens, it include toxins, ferments, agglutinogens, opsinogens, complements, etc. So Allersodes are the homeopathic attenuation of the antigens. So these antigens under the suitable condition they can stimulate the formation of antibodies. The examples, the main source of antigens in that include toxins, ferments, agglutinogens, opsinogens and complements. Next is isodes. So these are the homeopathic medicine prepared from the plant, animal or the chemical substances, including drugs, excipients or the binders which have been ingested or otherwise absorbed by the body, believed to have produced a disease or a disorder which interferes with the homeostasis. They may be called detoxodes. So these are the homeopathic medicines which are prepared from plant or animal or chemical substances which have been ingested or otherwise absorbed by the body. So they may also be called as a detoxodes. So these are the sources of homeopathic drugs. Now we will discuss some of the important terms in pharmacy. So these points or these terms they can ask in match the following or multiple choice answers. First one is pharmacognosy. Pharmacognosy means identification of drugs. Posology. Posology we all know it is a study of doses. Pharmacography. It is the description of drugs. Pharmaconomy. It is the route of administration of the drugs. Nomy, pharmaconomy, it means it is the route of administration of drugs. Pharmacopelaxy, it means the repetition of doses. Pelaxy, it means repetition of doses. Pharmacoproxy, it means crude drug substances are converted into real medicine. So there may be confusion arise between pelaxy and proxy. Pharmacopelaxy means it is the repetition of dose. Pharmacoproxy means it is the crude drug substance are converted into real medicine. Next is pharmacology. It is the science which deals with different aspect of the drugs. So these are the important terms they can ask in multiple choice answers or match the following. Next is language origin. So some of the words they can ask from which language it is derived. Some important words that are originated from different languages. Some of the example, the terms which are originated from Greek, they are nosode, sarcode, pharmacology, posology, chromatography, polycrest, anamnesis. So these words they are arised from the Greek language. Next, from the Latin, placebo, saclac, pharmacognosy, prescription, Rx, and rubric. So these words they are derived from Latin language. Next, alcohol. This word derived from Arab. Drug. This word derived from French language. So these are the important words which are derived from different languages: Greek, Latin, Arab, and French. Now we will discuss some of the numerical values. They can also be asked in the AIAPGET or other competitive exams. We have to by these values, or we have to make some mnemonics to remember these. First one is refractive index, that is at 20 degrees Celsius. The refractive index of each glycerin, almond oil, olive oil, rosemary oil, lavender oil, and sesame oil. So you can take a screenshot of this, or you can make a note of this. So you can make also mnemonic. For example, glycerin, it starts from 1.471 to 1.473. There is a 2 difference, 71 to 73. In almond oil, there is a 3 difference, 1.470 to 1.473. Next, in olive oil also there is a 1.468 to 1.471. There is also 3 difference. So you can make a mnemonic from ascending order or increasing order like this. So you can take a screenshot of this. Next is optical rotation, that is also at 20 degrees Celsius. So in optical rotation, for that we use polarimeter or polariscope. So optical rotation of sugar of milk is plus 55.3, lavender oil is minus 3 to minus 10, rosemary oil minus 5 to plus 10, simple syrup plus 56 to plus 60, cane sugar plus 65.9. So these are some of the important optical rotation values. Next is saponification value. So what is saponification value? It means the number of milligram of KOH required to neutralize the fatty acid resulting from the complete hydrolysis of 1 gram of oil or fat. So this is the saponification value. The saponification value of different oils are: olive oil is 200, coconut oil is 250, almond oil is 188 to 196, sesame oil is 188 to 195, lanolin 96 to 106, spermaceti 120 to 136. So it is easy to remember. Olive oil is 200, coconut oil is 250. So this is the saponification value. Next is specific gravity. Specific gravity of different materials. Ethyl alcohol is 0.8159 at 60 degree Fahrenheit. So like this. So these are the specific gravity. You can take a screenshot or make a note of this. So these are some important points in homeopathic pharmacy. There are many other points we will discuss in further classes. Thank you. Like and subscribe for future reference. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you.